I've definitely come to the point in my life where I know that I'm doing what I was meant to do. Whatever you decide to do in life, it has to be done with passion, and I do believe that that's one of my strong points. And determination to get something done, and then this wilderness, this place that we're allowed to live in. We're just so lucky, just to know that I can still make a difference. I know it's a cliche, but I do believe that if I'm given enough time, I can definitely make a difference. We had the most amazing parents. It was tough. Our lives were tough, but lots of people's lives are tough. I think we got this most incredible love for the dust between our toes. We're in one of the harshest parts of Namibia, terrain-wise, climate-wise, and this is the base of AfriCat North. It is just a rough and reedy wilderness. And what's so amazing is that the wildlife just still comes and goes. Despite what we do, they come and go. And this is what's so special about this part of the world. I've been monitoring them since 2012. They were all cubs then. Unfortunately, both matriarchs, both mothers of this group have died. The one was killed in human-wildlife conflict on farmland in 2016. My first love is just animals. That's just what it is. And I think growing up in the difficult situation that we had on our farm with livestock and the survival, this is the basic essential of everyone basically, but specifically here, is how do we survive as humans, and then how do we ensure that the wilderness survives?
Yeah, morning Jackson, I got that. Are you still at Arend's Nest?
Good morning, Nelson. How are you? Oh, and how come you have no water? Yeah, is it your pipes again? Livestock need land. The more livestock, the more land, the more livestock, the better the life could be. In this part of the world, livestock pushes out wildlife. And the lion is in serious trouble here because we keep saying we need the lion, we need the apex predator, ecosystems need this balance, but at the moment farmers just need to make money. And sadly it's very short-sighted. So the lion is in a serious dilemma. It would be really nice to just have one project that needs to be done. But that's just not possible because it's all interlinked. We've got the research programs, the lions that we collar, but at the same time, those lines and those collars are providing us with wonderful data. Obviously numbers, where animals are moving, providing the farmer with the early warning as to whereabouts are these animals moving, when should I bring my livestock back to the kraal. So the data that we gather is exceptionally valuable for the livestock protection program. That if we don't have these droppers here, it's easy for the lion to jump over. And in the livestock protection program, we have the bomas, we have the herdsman program, we have the rangeland conservation management.
Bye-bye.
And it's basically all under the umbrella of community support. Most people understand the heat and the cold that one experiences when one is in a tent, but the heat here can be 40, 45 degrees easily. And these children have to learn and study, and I'd like to say hello to Mr. Chiraso. The teachers here are amazing. It just amazes me that there are people here that are prepared to work against these odds and provide education when they have to write on an upended table. And it just has to be the emphasis is conservation through education. Education is the only way that we're going to get anyone to consider the fact that wildlife and the wilderness is worth saving. We need to understand how these systems work, where everybody fits in and everything fits in. Without getting the youth, and this I just emphasize it over and over again, we work with farmers because they're actually the ones that are doing the damage today. But we have to roll back and get the younger generation to want to go back to the land, but to have a very different angle and a very different understanding. Without really believing in the message that I'm conveying, it doesn't help only my belief in it. The people that I work with, the farmers, the youth, have to believe that it's something that they would like to own one day. And this is where I feel my role actually is laying the foundation for so much that still needs to happen. If we as a human race can just take a deep breath and realize that we have so much going for us still, and actually to just put some effort into looking after it. I think that's my wish.